This clip is brought to you by VegasWinners.com. Get expert sports betting advice from some of the best handicappers in the world. Head on over to VegasWinners.com and win yourself some money.
How was working with Dixie Carter? You know, Curtis told us before that, you know, he thinks maybe she gets a bad rap with wrestling fans. She was gracious with him and cared about him as a person, and he had a great experience with her. And for whatever reason, I think she probably gets a bad rap too. I mean, her family helped fund a lot of great wrestling and created a lot of great opportunities. What's your two cents?
I think it's just a real case of people getting the TV character confused with the real person.
There you
go. You know, I think is still happening today. You know, when I hear people talk about Vince, you know, you think he was Beelzebub himself, but you know, but like I said, I think a lot of that TV character bleeds over onto the opinion, whether they like it or not. You know, it's just it's one of those funny things that I've noticed. As far as my opinion on Dixie Carter, she's a wonderful woman. You know, great lady, sweet lady. I mean, came in there, she gave her all. You know, when it came to TNA, and really took some risks, and some worked out, some didn't. And you know, I say this to the day, like I don't have anything bad to say about Dixie Carter. I mean, you know, she helped me buy my first house. You know, we used to say well fed. My family and stuff were healthy while I was working for her, and you know, everything really well. And they did good business by me. You know, like, you know, TNA at the time, you know, maybe not for everybody, but I know, you know, up until almost the very end there, I mean, just the, you know, business was always on point, checks were on time, and you know, they did good by me. So I don't have maybe a lot of the same negativity that others may share, because they did good by me, and they're good in my eyes. And if I saw Dixie today, I'd give her a big hug and a kiss and hope that she was well.
Well, you spent like 10 years there, nearly 10 years. It's hard to believe. Besides Kurt, what were some of your other highlights of TNA? Maybe that three-way we talked about earlier. Anything else?
Definitely the three-way. I think anytime we went to the UK, and we called it the time warp, especially in TNA, because, you know, we had I think we had broader coverage in the UK as a whole, because, you know, TNA was just seen on more stations, or not on pay TV. It was kind of more on, I guess, national network, whatever they would call it.
Network broadcast. Yeah.
Network. Yeah. So we actually were in a lot more homes, and, you know, it was funny. I remember one time we did a house show somewhere in the Carolinas, and, you know, it was decent house, maybe like 600 people, you know, and we're like, it's tough little medium-sized venue. And then it was like the next day we went to Glasgow, and it's a sold out O2, and it's just insane, and people are chanting and people are singing, and I mean, and it was funny. And then we get done with the UK tour, and I think the next week we're in somewhere out in the wilds of Alabama, and it was like down to 600. Like, here we are again, boys.
No, you have to admit, going to the UK was like our WrestleMania.
It was you know, it was a blast. It was a blast because obviously, you know, international road tours are always fun. You know, anytime there's a tour bus, you got all the guys together and the girls, and, you know, it's always a fun environment and atmosphere. It's always a good time. And then, like I said, the fans in the UK, and this was kind of like when the UK scene was really bubbling and boiling and kind of coming into its own. And the fans are awesome out there. And I remember, I think it was Glasgow, Scotland. It was like the next night, and it was just, the place was just, I mean, they blew the roof off the joint, and it was awesome. And yeah, I think those UK tours were always a big highlight for us, just because of the amount of fun that we had when we were at the shows, and the amount of fun that we did have when we were on the shows.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.